Can I say the word sex?
Please,
Yeah.
please say
Sex! We are born through sex! We are here because of sex!
So dad, the mom, that's when we are born, right?
Yes!
And sometimes
that doesn't count because
I
of
am
birth!
I am the sixth children of my father. That means
He was a good fucker!
Yes. So I'm not a planned child. I was a byproduct of them enjoying their life.
Okay.
क्या होता है, क्यों होता है, कोई पाता है, कोई खोता है.
Hello and good morning. Today we have an opera singer with us, and she sings like fire. That's what I would like to find out because I saw her videos on YouTube. She is Gioconda Vessichelli. Let's meet her. Hello.
Hi, how are you? I'm very good. Thanks for inviting me here.
You look so pretty. I mean, I was so happy to see you, and I was like, wow, look at her.
Maybe it's the vibes of India that gives me some help.
So from how many months you are in India?
Actually, I just keep coming and going because I have also lots of stuff to do in Europe and US. So I'm a kind of wanderer, nomadic person. So yeah, now this month I came and I stayed for at least 20 days and tonight I'm going back. So I'm glad that we were able to combine our timings and to be here today with you and all your beautiful audience here.
Okay, so what about, how was your experience? Because, whenever we go somewhere and we stay for 4 days, that's not seeing that place.
No.
When you stay for 20, 25 days, that's when you realize what kind of people are there. So
Yes.
how was your that experience?
Let's see, I'm in love with Indian culture, with Indian traditions, and with Indian people. They have a different DNA, I think. Maybe it's a Sanskrit old DNA, because I travel 150 countries nowadays. Almost I've completed the entire world. And the vibrations and the heart that I found in Indian people, the Indian folk, I've never seen anywhere in the world. So that's why I'm very fascinated and also spiritually connected to India. And that's why I keep on coming here and I keep on doing, of course, musical projects and stuffs because that's really something that makes me happy.
So where exactly, like, what was the recent gathering which you have done where you performed?
I was doing some shows in Delhi, which have been covered also recently from lots of newspapers. And I'm actually the pioneer of Bollywood opera style, which is the first time ever combining Bollywood genre with opera, where I'm actually, it's my field of expertise. And it's something unique and innovative. Plus my new song, Gioconda, has just been released on ZTV 3 days ago and it's already hitting 1 million. So I'm very happy because also Ganpati festival is tomorrow, I think, or day after, on 19th. So that will be a good way for all of you guys to do your RT with my voice. That it's something unique, sang by foreigner, and I put lots of effort, of course, especially for the Sanskrit words, which are not so common for anyone. So I think I did my best because Ganpati anyways is my favorite god and it has always inspired me during my path.
So the song, let me sing it for you because I was raised in Mumbai. So it's in Marathi, it's like this. Sukha karata, dukha harata, varta vignachi, varta vignachi, Nurvi purvi prema krupa jayachi, sarvangi sundara utishendurachi. How do you sing?
Shubha karta, Ganesha nama tumara.
Please continue.
No, then you will not listen to the song. I will spoil the surprise.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay, that was beautiful.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. But I was also listening to a song of yours, which was something Chand Chamkila Hoga na 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 gale se laga. and then the chorus, and then you started singing on YouTube, and it was
yeah, that is a remake of an
that
old
was
song.
awesome. Please sing it. For me.
Yeah, no, I'm very tired. You just go on my YouTube channel now and
What's the name of YouTube
and
channel?
listen to it. My
Please
my
tell
name and surname is Gioconda Vessichelli. You will find lots of beautiful surprises and of course all my songs. So you just go there and enjoy.
So the name, let me spell it out for you. The name is Gioconda, Gioconda. And the name is so unique that first name is good enough. You'll find it.
Yes. Or if you put Gioconda Bollywood, I'm the only one and it will come. Deresiana Jallijana. I did it in the Easter Island, you know.
I saw that.
Easter Island. It's
I
a
saw
magic
that.
island, very tough to reach there,
Yes.
almost in the middle of nowhere of the world. And they say there is the belly of the world there. I was in contact with Maori tribals who are very spiritual as the same people they live in French Polynesia where I used to live, and I'm honorary citizen too. And I had very, very important and spiritual experiences with this kind of people who are like directly connected to the God somehow, to the real light of life. So, you know, when I travel, I always do unconventional things because I'm kind of tired of the conventional 5, 6, 7 stars hotels. And I want always to meet those kind of people who can actually directly communicate to you something that no one else can do. And that's why this kind of people are one of the most ancient DNA, and they still have some spiritual power that I found also actually in India, in Orissa, when I did a tour of the Orissa tribal, these people are very no filter, like me somehow, because I'm a kind of wild horse, and horse is my favorite animal, along with bird, because I'm a free bird. So actually, this is something that everyone should seek in their life, the happiness. That's what we are here for. And somehow I always keep inside myself this inner child or ex-child prodigy that I was. So I always say, okay, I have an inner child inside me, but I'm not pregnant. So it's like the kind of approach of the eyes you have to look at the life too, and that's what will make you happy from within. Because, you know, during my life, of course, I've met lots of colleagues, lots of other celebrities, lots of rich people, because myself being, you know, Dame of Royal House, I've met from prince to beggars, and that's the range of people that you meet, vibration that you meet, that they can go from Nietzsche till Uber. So I thought that at the end of the day, there is no money, no success, nothing. Because many of these people, though they are very rich, though they are big celebrities, still they are depressing, they are taking psychopharmacs, psychomedicines, and then they are also, you know, suicidal. There are so many, they get cancer because of too much stress and all. So the thing is that they always forgot about themselves. If you instead remember always where you are, who you are, and what you really want, no matter what the other people around you say, this should be that, this should be that, just give a big, I don't know if I can say the word.
Please.
There is a gesture, by the way. It's the third finger. You can take it from left to right.
This channel is
left to right.
absolutely open. You can do
So,
it.
okay, just imagine.
Yeah.
So just give that beautiful finger to them and live your life. That's it. Because anyways, at the end of the day, when the death will come, and that's the only good thing, because it will come anyways for everyone, you will not be having any regrets, and you will just be having good memories. And if your life has been of terrible or mediocre memories because you were just listening to someone else, what they wanted you to be, but you really didn't want to be that kind of person, then why did you live this life? I mean, it didn't have much value for. So that's
I have one question, because you're saying that you went to Orissa to meet the tribal people. So my opinion on the tribal people is that even if they look poor, but they're very rich here.
Yes,
right?
That's why they're always happy.
That's what I'm saying.
More happier than billionaires at the end of the day, because they just do whatever they want to do. No filter, not caring much about other. And actually, they are so inspired because, anyways, they live in open air in a beautiful landscape that no concierge or no five-star hotel. Like they even now see when I'm in JW Marriott, I don't want to mention the hotel, but anyways, they even close your windows. You can't even open for breathing fresh air, which for me it's like being a free bird. It's like feeling in a cage. Instead, these people are in the best hair with the mountains, the rivers. They just don't need to wear heels because, women many times they wear very high heels because they have this inferior complex. They always have to
their bottom doesn't look right.
Yes. And also they have there because otherwise they have to conquer, to please someone. And then at the end of the day, they unplease themselves because it's so uncomfortable to wear heels full day. I mean, when they pay me for my shows, I just wear it because they pay me. So I just keep for 2 hours, 2.5 during my show. That's the maximum. And actually, I'm a barefoot freak. So I belong to those, especially in German, there are lots of communities of these people who go barefoot for 20, 30 kilometers and such a long massage for your feet, like points, acupressure. And then you actually feel the vibration of the soil, of the rocks, of the sand, of the different elements of this beautiful words, which when you wear shoes, and especially uncomfortable shoes, you cannot feel at all. So basically that's the thing. We just, sometime we are there to please something, maybe, obviously I understand there is a big business in, nails, heels, shoes, uncomfortable dresses, and all this. It's making them billionaires. So I can see even especially teenagers, young girls who are struggling to reach there because it's been picturized in a way by the social media, by the television and whatever, that's the truth. And that's the biggest achievement in their life. So people, even I see now, I don't know, in Italy, there are teenagers who just in the school bathrooms, they prostitute themselves to buy heels, to buy new jewelry, Prada bag and all. So that's quite sad, And also especially for teenagers because they're in that transitional age where they don't have a kind of power of brain to discriminate what is good and to discern what is good and what is bad. So I'm always there to do this kind of inspirational talks.
How was you when you were a teenager?
Oh, I was more boggled than now.
Okay.
Or maybe now, I don't know, I was almost the same actually. Though my friends who know me since childhood and teenager, when I was a teenager, they say, you never change. I don't know, maybe it's a good thing somehow. But yeah, I was exactly
So you were a teenager trapped in a woman's body.
Yeah, that's maybe a good one. I was very unconventional, like now. I remember sometime even from the school when I was feeling bored. I remember we have the famous 2 hours per week of physical education. And I was kind of, my mother, my family, typical South Italian family, they were kind of very conservative and strict. So they wanted me to become a scientist, doctor, a normal path of life, let's say. And anyways, I was that was my unlucky or lucky thing that I was very good in school. I also won the regional competition of Olympics maths because my brain was kind of always fast. I also started the primary school 1 year before than my age and everything. So basically, I remember I was getting bored in this physical education because the teacher was just playing games in her own. It was a fat, if you see her fat teacher, you will never imagine she's a physical education teacher. And we were just sitting there and wasting 1 hour. And anyways, the gym was sometime open air and was on the ground level of the building of the school. And there was a very beautiful, nice balcony, ground level, where you can easily jump. So what I did, the first time I just stepped out to see if the teacher were at, but she was so, so busy in her like newspaper, chatting with the other colleagues. And we were so many students in this big gym. So I said, okay, fantastic. Now nobody's realizing, like I'm just escaped. So the next time I just escaped, and because anyways it was a wasted hours. It was the last hour of the day. Then I was doing 2 schools simultaneously. I was going to the Conservatory of Music. So I was like, why should I waste my time here when I can be at the piano and optimize my time? And so I said, okay, I just escaped now to freedom. Yes!
Jumping out.
And that actually worked. So that was my way of doing, and many other things. Better not to say.
See, this is like this is not a channel made for kids. Or what do you think about the woke people? Because when you grown up in Italy, how was then? And because the woke culture, because in recently what has happened in England, 3-4 girls in 5th or 6th class, they came and said, we are cats. Like we feel from inside that we are cats. Okay. And they started talking to each other and other girls saying meow, meow.
No.
Believe me, and I'm not lying to you. Okay.
See, they maybe must be the follower. There is an opera composer, very famous, Rossini, who wrote a duet of cats. So basically, all the songs, normally the songs of opera are like, what are you doing? I'm here. No, why are you going there? Blah, blah, blah. It's like drama, like in drama, in comedy, or in play.
Hold on.
You talk.
When
Here
you
we
talk,
sing.
when you sing in opera, I don't hear these words. But now I just heard them.
Because actually we don't even use microphones. It's a very old style of singing where it's starting in 17th century. There was no electricity, of course, so as a consequence, no microphones. So we use these bones as a microphone, like resonance and diaphragmatic. And this is there is a very close contact with yoga breathing at the end of the third eye, like the voice is going from there. And then we have to be actor and singer on the stage at the same moment. So basically, like rather than saying, hey, sweetheart, give me this bottle, we will say, hey, give me this bottle. And the tenor will reply, no, this bottle. Now it's just a joke. This is actually much more elevated kind of a story developed, and romantic stories, of course. But just to give you an idea. So now, this Rossini, rather than putting the lyrics, was putting 2 cats singing, but with very difficult notes. Like she will meow, 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 meow. So it's called the duet of cats. So I think maybe these kids here, they were like the descendant of Rossini or whatever.
What happened was a big controversy which broke in England because the teacher came and she started shouting on the other girls who called them weird. They said she has all the right to be a cat. If she feels she's a cat from inside, then she's a cat.
I don't know. I prefer not to say anything on this topic. I love cats.
But you know, it's the same thing, right? When you say that I'm somebody else from inside, there is no limit to it, right? I can say I'm a dinosaur from inside.
Yeah, of course. As far as you don't beat everyone with your tail, you're there.
Thank you.
And you don't harm anyone. I mean, you can be whatever you want. No, I'm very open anyways, to all the rights of all the people. In fact, I'm a supporter of the gay cause of the old minorities and everyone. I mean, as far they are not harmful for society, and they feel happy in whatever they do. They're happy. Obviously, maybe in a school, I used to be a university teacher and also college teacher and all. But in Italy, actually, it's called scuola superiore, scuola media. It's a different kind of definition of the school. But anyways, now in the school, I don't know how helpful it can be to say meow and all, especially from a pedagogic way. It can help the students to be more attentive and to be faster in the learning process. Why not? But I mean, at the end of the day, I think they have to write in our language, in English or something.
But I found your country is a lot more closer to, because yours is the only country which has made Giorgio Meloni to win, because she's one. And she came in G20 in India.
Yes, yes.
And she was the most famous lady in those days because everybody was busy looking at her vital parts.
Yeah.
So and everybody was like, okay, she has
male
right.
powers,
Yeah.
male supremacy, male-dominated society. And still, we got the women as prime
Look at her.
ministers.
And she's
But you also have
hard.
Sonia Gandhi,
Yeah, we
yes,
have Sonia
but it's imported from Italy. And now we have Gioconda Vessichelli, imported from Italy. No, by the way, no, I think she's a very, very
She's gorgeous.
amazing.
She's as pretty as you are, actually.
Yes,
She's very pretty.
She's but besides pretty, she's also very intelligent. I think she's helping a lot Italy in this time, and I'm happy she's there. She's there now. Yeah.
But she's a decision maker, you know, when she does this.
Yes.
She's not somebody who's like, oh, let's do it, let me think about
she's
it.
in media. I like
But
this
isn't
kind
that
of
something
people.
which happens when you push women on top? Because if you look at Margaret Thatcher, India's Indira Gandhi, or current Georgia, or even Germany's at Merkel, when women reach at the top, they are ruthless. They take decisions. They want to deliver results.
Yeah. I think this kind of women, they were there already because they have this kind of mindset of Queen of Abikyabi. They call me the Queen of Abikyabi. That, think and do without thinking or think, no, but this, no. I mean, these great women, they're there just because since childhood they were like that. They've done, a path to reach there. And if they would have been kind of, oh, I'm scared, oh, if this will not be good, or what will say about this and all that, maybe they would not have been there. So it can be ulta, it can be a consequence of the fact that they are already there, but it can also be due to the fact that they are so good and prompt in decision making that they reach there, I think.
I also think that because when they're growing the ladder one by one, the male community screws them over so much.
Yeah.
Once they reach the top, they're like,
okay, now
I'm gonna teach you a lesson. Because
they
all women as a woman, when the male gets together, it's not easy for you to climb that ladder.
No, absolutely not. Yeah, and instead, so I have much respect for this kind of women who reach the top and they can get respect also, from men. And that's, I don't think there should be always like who is the best, men or women. We are all, anyways, brothers and sisters at the end of the day. So whomsoever is more intelligent for that kind of purpose, why not? Just let's open the door to them, either female, either men.
So this has because you're a singer. Can you play that Michael Jackson wala video? So what happened was Michael Jackson is giving an interview to Oprah Winfrey. The famous lady.
Yeah.
And suddenly he gets into that zone of singing, and Oprah keeps on asking him questions. He doesn't care about what she says, and he keeps singing because he gets into that zone of singing. So I want to know from you. Can you search that for me? Yeah. This is the one, right? Increase the volume.
Out of singing, wait. Yeah. And when you are, for instance, when we were here before, you know what? All the things ever printed in the tabloid, the only thing's ever been true is when they said I couldn't dance. When we were here the last time shooting the commercial, you were like in between shots, running off, conceiving the dance, choreographing the dance. You were up all night dancing.
And she didn't.
I remember recently I was in Mumbai. I'm doing I don't know if I can say or not.
You can.
Like a spoiler. A recording with Pritam Chakraborty. And this movie is releasing in December. So at a certain point, I also, because the music is so beautiful and it's so genius, and I felt so like in a different zone. So I also started doing this because he told me, yeah, you go freely. That's the best of the biggest artists, they just give you that freedom. Like when I was also doing songs with Ennio Morricone, I was a Grammy Award winner, for Hollywood movies and all. I still remember, the biggest they are, the most, very, very humble, very grounded, not too hard. So at a certain point, I went into this zone. So I remember he had a kind of this feather. He came and he did, please go out of her, go out of her. He did like a puja, no? He said, you are possessed by a demon or by something. But I feel I mean, when you're really into music, now it's like a demon in the sense of a spirit inside you, which is singing. No, sometimes it happens even when I'm on a flight. Then I realize maybe the person is sitting in this, because I get that inspiration, and as of you can't stop. Actually, it's like you don't even realize what you're doing in that moment. It's a kind of going out of yourself.
That's what people say, that the goddess came on her.
Yeah.
Or the goddesses came on her.
Yeah.
In Uttarakhand, can you play the Jagri song? In Uttarakhand, what happens? My wife is from Uttarakhand.
Oh, nice.
And these are tribal people, mountain people.
Yeah, I was in Manali recently.
Yeah, so they play a music. And
in the Kedarnath.
Kedarnath. So the music they play, I mean, I felt like I should lose my body and I should dance without even thinking who's judging me, who's thinking what.
Yeah,
you should just dance.
Yes.
Isn't it like freeing yourself?
Yes, that's happened to me. That's why I'm so after these travels where I meet the tribal from all over the world, shaman, where I was in Mexico. I walked 500 kilometers in the most risky area of Mexico alone, of course, because all my friends, they say, you are crazy. And my managers, they should not know. Now you know, guys, where I was. By the way, I just go, no makeup, nothing, just a small, so that nobody will recognize me, small backpack, And obviously in this kind of countries like Brazil, Mexico, you can't show off your jewelry and all. They will kill you and kidnap you within 3 seconds. So you just go with the normal, almost fair shoes and everything. So it was so beautiful because this shaman, they opened to me this kind of sacred temple, which normally they don't open to anyone else. And they started crying because they found in me some energy. I don't know what to say. And for me also, it was very beautiful. It's somehow, the energies of all over the world, they connect each other and they call each other. So wherever I'm traveling somehow, even if I don't just chase or look for them, somehow they appear on my path. And all time, they say you appeared in my path. I don't know what's true, where is the truth, but that happens. And it's freeing. I was naked in a desert in Brazil. I also posted like Jaldi, of course, because otherwise they will block my page.
Without any clothes?
No clothes. I was the only one, and it's very, very, very big place in Brazil, where there are sandy dunes, 10 days just walking alone with this tribal guy in the middle of nowhere, eating literally nothing, some small grains of cereals, local cereals, and drinking this water from the ponds, which was made of algae. Maybe algae with the sun was giving me so much energy, and
getting you high as well.
Yeah, maybe I don't know what was the effect, but anyways, it was beautiful, and I was feeling like, okay, this is heaven. I've done everything in life. I can even die tomorrow. I will not be having any regret, nothing. And that's really, means life. Being alone, a foreigner in a Brazil country, which is very risky. With this man, I don't know who he is, and all. Plus, he's a tribal, so it's not that if he kills someone, they will even go to jail. They're not even registered in the Nagraph, this thing. So I just went with the flow. I felt, okay, this is a good energy person. I feel I have to embrace this crazy trip, and I'll go. And actually, it's been beautiful, really beautiful. So I think, in life it's like a river. We have always to flow this water and just to know from the guts what we want. Because that's I learned from different tribes I've met.
So Matthew McConaughey, one of the Oscar-winning Hollywood stars, he went to Peru, met a shaman, and he removed all his clothes, a man, all nude, running on the mountains. And he said, I went and I sat on top of the mountain and I felt as if I got aligned with this entire universe. Yes. And it was like that Matrix moment where I could see who we are and what the grass is
Yeah.
We are not different.
Yes.
Did you feel anything like
Yes. I was in Peru also. I did a similar experience, and actually it happens. When you literally, not just by chance, I'm a naturist, let's say you literally just feel, we were born without clothes at the end of the day, and maybe we will die also without clothes, we don't know. So basically, when you actually feel free from everything which is like the society now makes us cover because it doesn't, yeah, just shame on your body, but actually the body is the celebration of what God created for us, and we are here because of our body. We are walking because of our legs and of our muscles, our skin, and so basically you feel like, okay, this is the nature, I'm part of this nature. It's like a symphony, you know. There are lots of the harmonies when you compose a music, you know? And you feel completely harmonic with the nature. And at the moments you say, okay, go away every kind of fears, every kind of stress, every kind of what will say.
who will say what?
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly. So that's I always say, because I feel that nowadays there is much more of this. Oh, my photo in Instagram is not very well edited, or so they all look plastic. These people now, they all look all with the same
The pouch.
fake lips, so they even become more uglier, and all the same makeup. Or there is no creativity, nothing. And at the end of the day, if a woman is 60 years old, okay, now you make your face like a doll, all they look Barbie doll, plastic. But then you can see from the wrinkles on their hands or in the neck that you are old. And anyways, you can see from from everywhere you're old.
Yeah.
Anyway, also the soul. The soul is old, especially in this women nowadays, even younger women, 20, 25 years. You can see their bodies are perfect. But then if you talk to them, their eyes are like off. There is no light. It's like I don't know, maybe some robotic things. So there is no soul. Their soul is gone because it was chasing those things that the Instagram, internet, and all wants everyone to follow, because pesa. So that's
You're such a good singer.
yeah. That's what I mean. They're making money, but then you guys are losing yourself. So just think twice before just doing what. But everyone does. Yeah, just because everyone does. Think about what you really want to do, and don't be scared even of being alone in your decision. Just do that.
Okay, India has very long history of suppressing the sexuality. India has that. However, if you go,
And it's a pity because I've been to Madhya Pradesh, the
Khajuraho.
Khajuraho temple. Wow.
1200
That's the
years ago,
apotheosis.
once the invaders started coming from outside, that's when India went into this conservative idea.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
that's so
we're very
sad.
open.
That's so sad.
So what do you have to say about this Indian culture when the girl is told from day one, beta, don't go outside,
Yeah.
people might have with you. Don't do this, people might have with you.
Okay,
What do you
now
have to say?
if you've done that's your fault. I'm telling you, it's his fault.
My
He has
fault.
done this question. Now I'm a no filter person, so
Go
I
ahead,
will
please,
tell.
please.
Then you can cut if you want, but I will just, because in my life I always say whatever I feel they'll say. So I will be without filter. First of all, now the problem here is that I've seen nowadays actually the new generation, all these teenagers are born after 2000, they're a different mind. All over the world this is happening. So I'm so happy because they are kind of micro aliens, I say. But anyways, the problem with the more you prohibit something, the more the desire will happen. So now it's like a circle of the dog who is eating its own tail. So the women are like, oh, don't go out, don't wear clothes which are overshowing and all. So they are thinking that sex, can I say the word sex?
Please,
Yeah.
please say fuck as well.
Sex! We are born through sex! We
Yeah.
are here because of sex.
So the dad, the mom, that's when we are born, right?
Yes!
And sometimes
That doesn't care
See,
because
I
of
am-
birth.
I am the sixth children of my father. That means I
He was a good fucker!
Yes. So I'm not a planned child. I was a byproduct of them enjoying their life.
Okay, me too. I'm just a child. My father was little bit Italian, they don't eat much spicy food, so they're less hot. Mirchi kuch nahi Italy se. So Abby, what is the problem? The more, like, if you are thirsty, and I just say, no, don't drink this water, don't drink that. So you're even more thirsty. As soon as you see a drop of water of this, you will lick it like anything. So that's the thing. Now they say, oh, Indian men are over horny. Obviously, if you girls, you don't give your pussy easily. Why this? How can this man? I mean, it's a biological thing. Come on. We are not vegetable like a cauliflower. Now you put it here, it will remain there. It will also go down. A man is a man and a woman is a woman. We are animals. We don't belong to the vegetable, to the minerals, like a rock mineral. You put the rock here, it will stay. So now, obviously, this man has some impulses. And how can he manage, especially a young person? So, of course, as soon as they see one drop of skin, especially to the foreigners, because anyways, the porn movies are made by foreigner English person. So as soon as they see women, sometimes they tell me, are you Russian? Now, with all the respect of Russian people, I love them, and they had a tough past because they were under the dictatorship, so they were a very poor country. So there was a time when even Italian men, they did buses for sex buses to go to Russia and to get cheap sex by awesome. The most beautiful girls of the world are Russian, actually, frankly speaking. So now, obviously, that thing will happen. Then the girl, my boyfriend has cheated on me. Obviously, if you just meets you and you just hardly give a kiss on his cheek for 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, the 4th time, maybe you will go with some other girl. And it's like that. It's life. So I think some revise of what is the sexuality, of what is the importance of men, what is the importance of women in this world should be done in this society. I mean, it's not so tough. Just look at the Go on a trip to Khajuraho. It was so inspiring for me.
Women,
lesbian, gay, orgy.
Orgy as well, orgy.
Yes. So
1200 years ago.
And it was there, and they were all happy because whenever you give a space to your impulses and emotions, you live a better life. You go back to your wife and you are more happy. Because otherwise, if you are overstressed because you feel like in a cage, this you can't do, this you can't even give a kiss to your boyfriend or walk in hand by hand on the road because otherwise they will catch you like you've done the biggest crime of the world. Of course, these people, how can they live? I mean, I have lots of respect for Indian folks because still you are managing to survive in this.
But I have one more observation. Right?
Frankly speaking.
Go ahead, go ahead.
No, tell me.
So the observation is that in India, a lot of people say that, the evening time after 7, it's not safe for girls. Yeah. But when you don't allow your daughters to even go out after 7, the moment a girl goes out after 7, she is an alien, she is alone, and everybody might think she's a prostitute.
Yeah.
Because you have to allow them to go out at till 10, 12. Yeah. That's when people will get, okay, it's normal for girls to go out at 12.
Yes, of course.
But you mention, beta, come back at 7. Yeah. It's very dangerous.
And actually, it's a bullshit because if a rapist is there, it can be at 2 p.m., at 2, 3 p.m., at lunchtime. I mean, anything can happen.
Rapes happen during the day.
During the day. And also, most of the cheating within couples. And also, I've met now so many couples in India now, they are all cheating each other. Sorry if I say that.
That's
but
true.
Actually, why this hypocrisy is like, oh no, I don't. Oh no, my husband never. And then she has a 3 hidden boyfriend, he has 4 hidden girlfriends. So just let's say openly, guys, okay, even this institution maybe of marriage is something that it's being created by the so-called religion Christianity specifically. And it's something that's unnatural with the human nature, which is an animal. So let's take it easy. Everyone can have the fun that they want in life, and doesn't really mean cheating on someone. If I do something good both for my boyfriend and also for some other guy, or ulta, if my boyfriend maybe is on a vacation and I'm far away and he's also having some fun. It's just not killing anyone. And anyways, if he comes back at home to me and he's happy with me and he's treating me well, okay, Of course, when he's with me, he must respect me and he must keep me like a princess, of course. Then what is so wrong? I mean, it's just life and it's a natural instinct. And we know that, like, I'm your girlfriend forever and this was just an occasional things. But even in the occasional things, you know, there is maybe some more concentrated and more quick form of love, let's say, because the love, what is love? Love is something like the acme, the apotheosis of happiness. Okay, so now there are people that you want to be with full life, or at least, I don't know, 10 years. Let's not exaggerate because I'm a free bird anyways. But and then, so with this person, the love is burning for 10 years. But then maybe the souls, the atma, with some other man that I met in a disco, let's say, I'm just thinking during my teenager time, it's maybe 5 minutes, it's maybe 10 minutes, it can last 1 month, but still it's beautiful because it's thought-free and it's a nice passion. So why to say, no, he's not marrying me, he's not giving me a house, he's not giving me pesa. So all these, you know, other structure of mankind that we have to get to pesa. Like, I want to give a message, guys. Man is not a bank. You girls have good legs, you are not handicapped, good brain. Move your fat ass from the chair and start working on your own. Not that, okay, I need to buy a panty, I have to ask X rupia from my husband. Then if you are in a cage and you feel slave, it's because you wanted to be a slave.
Yeah.
Because you are lazy. I started, I think maybe 15 years now to get, and when I was not having job as for a few months when I escaped from my father's house. So I was even selling phones on the road like a Rastavala, and my maid, I had like 5 maids, she was crying and calling me at phone, see, you are getting less money than what I'm getting here at your father's house. Come back, please. And I was having, you know, a big bedroom and 20 BHK house, and I was sharing my small like table and one small bed with other 3 girls. But that's called the independence and
Exactly.
dignity.
Yes.
Only in this way you can grow up in life, because it's so easy to show off and to say I'm big because of my husband Capesa. But then you are depressed, you are anorexic, you are bulimic, you are not eating, you are scared of even stepping out of full of insecurities. Obviously, because you want it. Okay, so you have to do a choice. Either you, let's say, suffer or you struggle a little bit more when you're young, so that you can place yourself in an independent position that allows you to even say, fuck off to this man because he's just not good for me, rather than being his slave for full life. Either then you want to be a queen when you're young, then you marry and you think he's your bank, like your ATM. But then the day he doesn't want to give you the money for a perfume or whatever, you cry and you scream like a child. It's a very mature kind of thing.
Yeah.
So then you will suffer full life, and meantime it's very late for you to find a job because you're already 50 years old or whatever. Meantime, I mean, it's never late because still you can do many other, I don't know, you can open a spa, you can open, but I mean, your mind is so set on the laziness and on the man dependence that then, of course, you will end up your life like a slave. Psychologically slave and also maybe physically slave. So emotionally also. I know many Indian women, no, I can't go alone. You traveled 150 countries alone, in the desert alone. I can't even go to the supermarket.
I don't even remove my clothes when I take baths.
You know, so,
how did you remove your clothes in desert?
It's magic. So
I haven't seen myself nude from last 10 years.
Come on.
I can't locate
but
my
maybe
vagina.
because the shirts are stiffed on your body. That's
I have forgotten where my vagina is because from last 10 years we never had.
Or also many times these girls, of course, now, I mean, things are changing, but many years ago, there was this concept that you have to be virgin for the wedding, you know? So obviously when you just marry at 20 years of age and you didn't have so many experiences, I'm speaking both sides, both male and female side. Of course, I mean, you are so inexpert, and also your relation with your own body, with your own sexuality is almost not there. of course, many things are frustrating. Many couple, they have a frustrating sex life, and then they go and they go here and there with boyfriends and girlfriends, which is, I mean, it's nothing wrong from my point of view, of course. Then everyone, and I respect every single and each point of view, because every person has its own background stories and its own vision of the world. I'm not the prophet of the world now, but many of these frustrations also can derive, of course, from an unsatisfactory sexual life. And it's not just me. Many psychologists say that. So Freud, just read a few chapters of Freud, you understand.
But you will not understand Freud. It's tough to understand him.
Freud! There is a beautiful
So I have a question for you. Okay. All right. So our DNA, humans' DNA, is not similar, but identical to the chimps. 99.8% identical.
Yeah.
And they keep on fucking every other person.
Yeah.
Not even just male, the female as well.
Yes.
They keep on. They change like a monkey. Like, you know, so I'm done with you, so I'm gonna find the next one.
But in a natural way, there is not the creepy wife who will go, you cheated.
So there's no monkey who will say,
They're also happy. Okay, yeah, you're fine. So when you come to me, you will be more relaxed.
So
and
the
more happy.
terminology cheating, come on to that.
Yeah.
Where did this come from? Cheating. It's not cheating.
I think it's not cheating actually.
Yeah.
Because cheating means when I'm cheating you, like suppose this was 100 rupiah and I make you pay 500 rupiah. Okay, I'm a cheater.
Cheating.
So you stole my
pesa
or whatever.
Or you tricked me.
Yeah. But if I'm giving you love and then I'm also giving other people love, where is the cheating? What I've removed from you, still when I'm with you, I'm all yours. Okay, so where is the problem? I mean, it's like the day is made of 24 hours. I can't, like a glue, like a Siamese twins, be sticked to you like many person. They want their couple, their partner to be with them. I mean, 2 hours for food, 2 hours for cinema, 1 hour for sex, maybe more. Then whatever, football, cricket. So it's a part of life to have a balanced life. So even maybe 1 hour per week, 2 weeks, whatever, of fun with other girlfriends, interacting with other, let's say, bodies and energies and souls. What is the problem?
So I have another question. Okay, so because this is a very interesting topic. You were giving an example of water, that if you're really thirsty, you want water, right? And if you don't get it, so this is where the Indian parents don't understand the concept, because if you don't allow your daughter to drink water on time, what she will do is she'll drink a dirty water. She might the driver, she might start having with the sabji wala, because what is happening is
she will blast. It's like a bomb, but that you keep it.
Anybody who can put her hands on her, because she will like it, because she's 13, 14 years of age and she's really, hormones are raging right now. She's really excited about it, so she will go towards that path.
Yes, and worst of all, I know many girls, many women, that actually they fell in a trap of narcissistic men, or ulta also, men who fell in narcissistic women, because there are also narcissistic women. So now what is the problem? They are so fragile, so inexpert from a sexual point of view, that the first bastard, man or woman, I'm not judging, who will put nicely few hands on her body, she will go crazy, and then thanks to that 10 minutes of caresses, these bastards will be able to manipulate the entire life of these victims.
True.
Psychologically, physically, sometimes they also
get beaten up. Abusive
relationship, pervert. You feel you end up falling in a perverted relationship, in a perverted kind of life also. Say, because then anyways it will also be as a mirror to the real partner, the interaction, and it's become a full chaos. For what? Because because you have been told by your parents, don't do that, what the village will say, what the neighbors, what this. Let them talk. At the end of the day, when it's our body, it's our mind. If you end up, I know many people 10 years in the psychologist room paying also, would have been much better to enjoy life with that money and also to optimize their time in beautiful experiences rather than now they're locked maybe in a mental asylum or something, or they got beaten up. Maybe some people, they also lost their eyes or whatever.
So I'm a stand-up comedian, and I wrote a joke that if you decide to collect all the Indian girls' vagina and sell them in a market, they will be sold in the best cost because they are unused.
Yeah, that's true actually.
Because they are unused. Like
That's true.
Indian couple, they don't have 3 months, 4 months. And that's a survey from the Indian the media agencies.
Yes.
I mean, what is this? What kind of life is it? Because of the childhood, they keep on saying, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this.
Mainly they feel also guilty when they have sex. I've seen, many people doing like, pretending, no, I don't. Even if the girls want it actually, I don't know why many Indian girls, not everyone. Even if you girls want sex, you always say, no, like someone is killing me. I mean, now we should not also be ulta, because in Europe and US we are maybe too much nowadays that we give our pussy on a golden plate to men, and then men are so fed up. I remember I was recently in Miami. There was a beautiful 5-star resort with this swimming pool, hot chicks, super beautiful.
Cuban.
And yes, this I don't know the national, but they were super hot, whatever it is. So, and these men, they were so busy in playing volleyball, and these girls were like, hello. And this girl was fed up. I said, these men, if they would have been Indian, immediately. I remember when I went to go first time in bikini, I was like just enjoying my suntan, like, bees.
1,000 people looking at
Bees
you.
on the honey. No, they actually came. One time we come, oh, sorry, my pen has fallen down. They took their attention. Some with the ball. And I say, what the hell? I was just trying to relax. So, instead, this man in US, they were so fed up. These girls were always thinking, so this is my ball. Like, they're giving the... They were not even caring. So, I mean, there it's ulta. Here instead, of course, because you have abstinence, so as soon as something, 10 men will come. So, yeah, I think there should be balance. Not too much like this, because it's also beautiful for a girl to be a little bit chaste, let's say. But not that this man is like running after you. Sometimes I have many men friends. Actually, in India, I have more male friends because, I find sometimes in Indian girls, either they are too much on a different planet compared to my mentality. So plus I'm very adventurous. So these girls, they can't go out without the boyfriend, the uncle,
and they would be jealous of you.
Jealous. At a certain point, even those who pretend to be in an initial step friendly, then they stab you at your back, because anyways, it's a kind of frustration for them, and I can understand that.
What about this Italian thing? What is this? Come on, Camerano! What is this?
This is literally what the fuck.
I know, but this is... You just did it. She did it twice, okay? I was like...
I didn't realize. I did that.
You did it twice. You're like...
Wait.
No. Like
this?
now Italian is
Yes. The queen of Cleopatra Antonio.
I sometimes feel how Sonia Gandhi, she's so composed and she's so subtle. Sometimes you think, I'm an Italian.
Because you don't make speaker about sex. That's the reason. If I also start becoming politician, see, I can be so... Well, today, the inflation has gone down.
No, I respect Sonia. She's so pretty.
Yeah, she's a very pretty person. I mean, and
at this age, I mean, she's old, but she has so much class.
Beautiful, yeah, she's a very beautiful woman. I mean, also intelligent woman, of course. So that's the thing.
You lost your
You lost me, right? You spoiled my mood. Now I was into this Italian. Now I have to think back all these Julius Caesar inside me again, Scipiones, Africanus. No, but by the way, yeah, that's the thing. What I was saying, it's that I think you got this point.
Why do you think that Hollywood, especially Hollywood movies, have tried to screw the image of Italian people? Like they put in Sicily, they're killers.
Yeah.
So
Actually,
what do you think about it?
That's a good topic for making movie, of course, no? Because in Italy there is mafia, of course, it's there, and
Even today.
Yeah, even today, but it's,
Organized crime is there.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
It's like the oldest thing that I think will also never be removed from Italy. But actually, they are nowadays everywhere because there are clans in US and that's become worldwide. But for Hollywood, it's a good topic because it gives that exoticism set of Italy, which Italy is beautiful. It's the most beautiful country of Europe, and they say also the world of Europe. Of course, I'm
She's like of the world, but yeah.
But of course of Europe. No, because some people they say yeah of the world, but then I've been to India and it's as well beautiful. I've been to Japan, which is super beautiful. I've traveled. There are so many other beautiful places. But anyway, so the exoticism of the set. Then there is this thing that they can showcase the man who doesn't have any limits, borderline kind of personality.
Don Corleone,
like a Godfather and all. So actually, I was recently also when I was in New York, these people, oh please, can I watch The Godfather with you because you're Italian? So I saw from their point of view.
You should have said, stop being racist.
They were like enjoying because they picturized in a way, especially they were 20, because I don't know why, now that I'm older, all the 20, stop it, 20, 25 years old boys, they flirt with me now. When I was 20, 25, I was getting 40 years old, maybe because I'm still that pagal kind of personality. So these boys, they were like, oh, Joe, I wish I want to be like that so that I will have some thrill in my life, such a boring life. And that's how also the audience of, the movie producers have understood this feeling. And that, because these guys, they watch it, so they just see from the movie point of view, oh, it's so strong. But then when this guy dies, or when these guys will go to prison, or when this guy maybe, is very rich, but he needs to stay in a cave, in a kind of bunker,
scared,
because he can't even go step out because the police will catch him. It's a kind of slavery also, let's say. Yeah, there is maybe few months, few years of beautiful life because it's easy money. You are in the drug rackets, you are in the prostitution racks, blah, blah. Billions will come. But then at the end of the day, you are always scared that your rival will come and shoot you. And you have to sleep with 3 guns on your sofa. And this they don't showcase because of course then the audience will so that's there is always a counter side of the
Could you
coin.
please talk about your childhood? It sounds as if you had a very interesting childhood, like with your father's side of the family.
Yeah.
The kind of richness you had and what you left behind, because a lot of people are still in that cage. They don't want to leave their father's money. So listen from her.
And that's still laziness. Like I was saying earlier, for the laziness of the women, they want easy money. Sometimes it's in name of the freedom, you have to sacrifice something, but then something bigger will come, in your life. See, I could have stayed in my father's house also till 79 years old and live a happy life with all the comforts and not even waking up in the morning and try to go and struggle. Okay, let's give my music to this, but then I would have lost myself. And I will not have been able to do my choices in life. And that's, I think, the worst thing can happen in the life of a person. So what I think is that, you get from your parents, your family, what is your education, some roots, some values. Of course, this is undeniable. But then there is always a kind of turning points where your own will and your own soul should emerge. Otherwise, you will be just a child forever. You will be always either a slave today of your father, tomorrow of your work job
Yeah, yeah, true.
this thing, boss, and day after, then they will make you marry the woman that they want you to marry, so then you'll be with the slave of your wife or ulta wife, slave of the man. So, I mean, if you're happy with this life, I'm also happy for you and I bless you. But me, I would have never ever been able to do that. So I preferred much more to sacrifice myself, to even sleep for a few months in a small dirty room sharing with 3 other girls and leaving my beautiful, like a Swarovski crystal lamps and all and the beautiful amenities of my house. But today I'm a happy person. So I think that this should be always like a kind of example for and inspirational things for everyone, because otherwise, I mean, yeah, you have lived your life as for other people they wanted you to live, but I don't think, for me, as per my choice, it's not my life. I've had a very, very beautiful childhood because it was full of cousins around me, especially when we went at my grandparents' house in a farm. So I always remember we were building our houses on the trees and doing things into the wild. We were not just in the house with the PlayStations or something. We were the fresh air, it's something that always has been fundamental. Still nowadays is fundamental for me. Even when my managers, they choose the hotels, do they have the openable, which nowadays I realize is maybe 99% of the hotels, they made these windows not openable. But anyways, that's the best thing in life, when you can do whatever. That also gives, your creativity, space to your creativity. Otherwise, I mean, that's why many people nowadays, they don't have any ideas. They're all day on the sofa in front of television or PlayStation. What should we do? I mean, there are so many things to do. Just use your own brain. But if your brain has been fucked up by your fathers, your relatives, or whatever environment is around you, then of course you're just becoming a robot, autonomous thing. And I mean, if you're happy like that, I'm happy for you. But I felt that I would not have been happy. So as soon as I became, driving license. I got my driving license. I just ran away and I said, okay, I can't stay here where someone, with all the respect for my father, and obviously our choices were not the same, our visions of the world, but because he was from a different generation, from a different, environment, and from different parents. His parents also, maybe they were different from what I wanted. So when things are not matching, there is always a way to say, with respect, of course, sorry, now it's time that our paths will have to separate. And maybe they will meet up again, but you have to have that courage, because if you miss that courage, then you don't have any excuses and any thing to be understood that, oh, poor guy, you are suffering. No, I don't have any pity for you. You didn't have that courage that time. So now just go and stay in your fucked up life. Simple.
So you traveled 150 countries. Which country was you were not that happy with?
It may sound strange. I mean, there are always pros and cons in whatever country you visited. Maybe Suriname. It's just,
Okay.
I mean, nothing, but also without soul, it didn't give me any vibes, frankly speaking. Not much to do, not much to see also. But sometimes, you are, because anyways, I've been in those small countries that the entire country, like Grenadines, Santa Lucia or something, which is like even smaller than Delhi itself. But at least the people, or maybe there is something in the nature, they have some vibes or some monuments or something. Instead, there I really wasn't able to find, except for one lady I found who was very fine. She was of Indian origin, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, she was the daughter of an old merchant there. Otherwise, not really with me, that vibration.
And which country made you really happy, except India?
India forever! India, Meri Mataji hai, Bharat for a joy. No, India, of course. Okay, after that, Brazil. Brazil, it's very similar. I mean, for the people, for the kind of spirituality, of course, they are not Hindus. They are more into this.
Cow eating.
Yeah.
Cow eaters.
They are not the asado stacks. No, but not because of the eating, also because of the music, of the vibes. They have African ancestors, and they are many times into this religious, what they call, I forgot now, which is Santeria, let's say, yeah. So it's, but anyways, it's a kind of spirituality, and they are always very happy, very hectic, very helpful. Also, sometimes they will also kill you for one ring, but they're always, you know,
And they bury you.
at least it's not.
At least in India, if somebody buries you, the police will come and find you.
The beautiful things of India, you can even leave your phone, iPhone, and everything. Nobody will touch anything. You know, that's really good.
That has
Because you
started
believe in karma. That
in
you
last
will
in
spoil
last
your
10
karma.
years, it has started happening more because people got rich in last 10 years.
It never happened. Touch wood, nothing to me from this point of view. Not even, I mean, from other religious points of view.
So in India, what we believe in, that Brazil and the entire North America, because when you dig a hole from India, you will land there.
Yeah.
So in India, we believe they're Patal Lokas.
Mm.
We have a concept in Ramayana called as Patal Loka. That means the Bajrangbali went to Patal Loka to kill some demons. But if you
if you see even the shape of Brazil, it's kind of triangle, like India and triangle. It's like the god, and it's the big. It's almost half like a semi-continent, microcontinent.
Even some of the cultured temples, you see cultured temples, you will see some pictures. You'll be amazed that, oh my God, is he a monkey god? Is he a snake god? And you'll be surprised.
Yeah. Even the weather, because anyways, it's tropical. Country. So it's pretty similar. Yeah, I think
that's why Americans call them Red Indians.
Yeah.
These are Indians, the Red Indians.
And even the coloring, the beautiful chocolate skin color, because I'm a chocolate addict, it's like Indian.
So
because I don't like
has...
Now I will tell you something. In Italy, in Europe, we pay to get a beautiful tan color like yours. If you go to the supermarket, you find a tan cream. We stay in the electric lamp in the spa or 3 hours under the sun to get this tan. And you people, instead is ulta. You are ashamed. When the first time I came to India, I saw in the supermarket D10, a fair skin. I said, like imagine when I and also when the first time I came to India, oh, you are so fair. And I was like, because in Italy it's an offense. If not in August, it's summertime, and you have not yet been at least 2-3 hours to the beach to get a bit of tan, they will say, so white, it's Ario mozzarella cheese, like a paneer or what. They make fun of you. So normally when they say so white, you say, oh, sorry, I didn't have time to go to the beach this time. So the same, when they told me you are so white, I was like, sorry. No, this is a compliment. Compliment? And the spa, the first time in the spa in India, I will put you chocolate wax so that it will remove all your tan. What are you saying? I did so much for getting this tan and you want to remove it. So it's like, always ulta, I don't know why.
So Marco Polo from your country.
The Silk Road, he reached until here.
When he went to China, he was going back to Italy. So he landed in Kolkata by ship. So he writes in his memoirs that in India, the black color is the most worshipped color because they have even named their god as Krishna, which literally means black.
Yes.
So he was
Kalimata Gioconda.
So, and I don't know, because of the British people.
Yeah, of course, because they were white, they could not say, we are shit, we are white, and you guys, obviously
so
they should have
this shit got into our head that, we have to be.
Yeah, and it's that still nowadays, it got so much brainwashed that still now, so many years have passed, still
Fair and lovely.
Still there is this concept of what? You're so nice. I mean, it's beautiful, and you get skin cancer lesser than us, of course, because
Look
the
at him,
pigment.
like he's darker than me. He make fun of me.
Because of the light you have put every day for him. See, this light are making him tan. You have to complain to your boss, man. That's the secret. Okay, so that's the thing.
Still didn't ask you about the Maori people.
Maori, okay.
The Maori people are basically from New Zealand.
From New Zealand, yeah.
Yeah.
I was
And
there.
they're Australians and New Zealand, and
In
then
French Polynesia, there
French
are few of
Polynesia,
them, and
yes.
then they were so skilled
and they
in
have
the,
this tattoos on their
yeah,
faces.
tattoos, the movements of the tongue. They touch the tongue with the nose that I can also do.
Go ahead. Damn, I can do it.
That's a kind of yogi. When you reach these, it's something that it's a kind of meditation. So, and many other dance with the move, like I'm not doing that now. But
Come on, one
no,
thing.
you
This
touch
one.
my nose with the tongue. Okay, now after this, they will think
Her
I'm
boyfriend would be the happiest.
My boyfriend was Maori. So,
with that kind of tongue movement, he's happy.
yeah, it's very good. Well, okay, now I'm actually so there. But yeah, I was having this beautiful experience on the belly of the world, and actually, yeah, I also had the kind of. It's all related at the end of the day, spirituality, as in Khajuraho, it's also sex. And even in ancient Roman, we had the god of Eros. Eros is the god of sex. Dionysus is the Bacchus, Bacchanalia is the god of wine, of the, let's say. So anyways, there are different ways to reach to the gods, to the light. So, I mean, one of these things, and it's not that it's invented by me, but you can see all your tantric books, all tantric sex. It's a way to reach God. Anyways. So it was a very, very beautiful experience because you can really feel all the energies of the world. It's not just a legend, are around this rock, which is matching exactly in the center of the world, and it's there in Easter Island. That's why I got inspired, and I did also this song, with this Maori. Maori also itself, it's like there's a mana. And actually, just nowadays, I realized, because when I was in Uttarakhand, there is the last village of India, which is called Mana. I also went there. But actually, in Maori language, Mana.
Even in Hawaii, they use the mana word. It means happiness, right? Mana means happiness.
Yes.
In Hawaii also, they say, oh, this is your mana.
Yeah, because in Hawaii, there are still Maori people.
Okay.
These Maori people, they were so kind of...
Like Dwayne Johnson is.
Yeah, they were so fast to reach with these small... handmade wooden boats, to imagine like challenging the currents of the ocean, which is so strong. You can't even swim. So they reach till away, till Easter Island from, New Zealand and all. It's something really above, I think, human skills.
Yes.
And this mana, it's actually showing you the way of using the gravity force for achieving the best in your creativeness without using too much effort, because the energy of the cosmos will help you. So now when you see these Maori statues, which were tons of weight stones, the way they were carving them, and through this mana, they were challenging the gravity law of physics, basically to roll them and to bring them till the shore next to the ocean. It's something that when you are there, you really feel, okay, this is something that you can't, no logic, no scientific things, engineer and all can explain. And yeah, I mean, it's beautiful. It's beautiful when you can live it from inside, and you can actually explore with them their music. I also recorded many of their songs so that they should not get extinguished because it's just oral tradition, of course. So I think that everyone should start losing their fear of, I don't know this man, I don't know them, I will not even talk to them and all. Because if you just start talking, then many times beautiful friendships and beautiful words, they will open to you, for you.
And then what is, because, I see you, and genuinely you are a free bird. So how can an Indian girl who is seeing this interview, how can she try and kill that hesitation which is inside her?
Hesitation, it's been also inside me. It's not that I was born a goddess. And still nowadays, many times I have fear. Even with this Maori guy, the first day, I remember he said, I revealed to you my word because you were alone in this middle of nowhere. He just, machete is a kind of big knife, a sword.
Yes.
Yeah. And it was pretending to do something like that. I was like, will I do better if I don't react and I pretend it's just a small knife? And then we became super friends. So those 3-4 seconds of fears are there, but just think that you are bigger than any fear. And if you live in fear, anyways, your life will be spoiled. So better to overpass that fear and live a beautiful life, because of course the cosmos, the universe will be there to help you anyhow, whenever you are completely fearless. So to come to the point to these girls, of course it's tough. It's not a good thing to leave your parents, to leave your comfortable life and everything, but start thinking that you have your own value. You have your own skills, you have an intelligence, you have a good body, and even see there are even handicapped person on a wheelchair and all who are working and I've just seen a fantastic Indian girl without arms, and she's so inspirational because she's painting with the mouth, she's handling that pen and all. So I mean, still there are thousands of ways to reach there. Just be clear on what you want in life and do everything to achieve your happiness. That's it. Don't listen to anyone. Just try to listen to your inner voice and to your guts. Even when you meet people, I'm very then you develop when you meet so many people, you feel like an aura, let's say, you start thinking about this energies that every person emanates. So when after 3 seconds, there is always, suppose I meet this guy and there are 3 seconds, that's our inner voice which says, oh, this guy is this amazing person. And then maybe during your life you may think, oh no, he has done this to me, but then at the end of the life, okay, that first voice was true, this guy was really a fantastic guy. Or ulta, you think, oh, this guy is a bastard, I should not trust him. But then you start thinking, no, but my mother told me it's a fantastic person. No, but even my friend is going with them, why should I think it's a bastard? So when the mind starts talking and not your inner voice, your instinct, then that's the moment. Then at the end of the day, okay, it may look nice and fantastic to please you, but then it will stab you at your back. So still, you see, in the 3-4 seconds, earliest 3-4 seconds of this meeting, your inner voice told you that. So just listen in every choice. Now I'm saying boy, men, women, and whatever, but even in the choices of life, should I do this or should I take this road? Should I not take this road? It happened to me in Namibia to be in a desert in the dunes, where the dunes were same everywhere. Plus, there is not even a landmark like, okay, this supermarket is here, by the way, I'll come back, it's still there. No, this dune, then the wind comes, even the dune is no more there, it was there. So how? I mean, just feel that gut, and there is no signal like arrows, okay, this is your way. So just follow your guts. The desert will teach you a lot. That's my thing.
That's true. Okay, so you have, I haven't traveled the way you have traveled. But let me ask you another question. Does making a lot of money makes you happy?
No, as I told you in the beginning, not necessarily. I mean, money should be there at least, the basic things and all, but doesn't necessarily, because otherwise, you see, there are many people who suicided, they were even billionaires and rich. Many of them, they are into daily psychoanalysis or into mental asylum, or they are taking medicine for psychopharmacs. So basically, I think it's not necessarily truth. Because if you become rich, but you become rich in a way that the way you achieved richness, it's always kept your own joy. Say my name is Gioconda. It's always there. I never lost my joy. And then I also became rich. Okay, I'm happy. But then if I became rich, but meantime I lost my Gioconda, my joy during the road, during the path, there is no use, because then all that money that I've done, I will be using for stress cure or cancer, because cancer is actually, many times people they get cancer because it's a reiterate kind of stress that it sediments and gives cancer. So I mean, what is the point? We should always not even chase riches at any cost. And also because I think, okay, first $10 million or how much it is in growth, 30 millions. I mean, you don't even really have time for spending just to show off that you have the bank full. Then it's number because many times it's virtual. It's not really
Yeah, it is
the
virtual.
coins. Like
Yeah.
so. I mean,
I see my bank balance.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
To see that those numbers written, I mean, now if there is 1 0 more or 1 0 less, but anyways, I don't have time to spend also that. But just chasing. Many people chase money, but then if you talk to them, did you have the time for having a small vacation or to meet your friends or whatever it makes you happy, fishing or snorkeling, whatever? No. So I mean, I can't understand. It's kind of
One historical question. Your country, your
no.
your country is one of the most cultured and historically rich country in Europe, right? But after World War II, they made sure, other countries made sure, that Italy has also shown its place with the countries which most of them do not have the kind of history which you guys have. Most of them, because Romans were the real rulers of
They
the
got
world,
the
right?
word.
What do you have to say about that? If you want to talk about it.
No, well, can you repeat? I mean, what do you mean?
What I want to know is that what do you think of Italy's past? Not the current
Glorious,
one
glorious.
and the from last 2000 years.
Yeah. I mean, in the past there was glorious past, and the monuments are actually the proof of that. Nowadays, we are going to dogs, just to cut it short, because of the mentality of the people, because of the laziness of the people, and. Now I hope with this new government, and I'm seeing actually things are improving, but many governments were just focused on corruption and so on overtaxing people. So many brands like Prada, Gucci, Armani, Fendi, Versace, they're all Italian, Dolce & Gabbana, and many others. Sorry guys if I forget some
Bosch.
of you. Who?
Bosch.
I'm not sure Boss is Italian.
No, it's not.
It's a cheater. This is the meaning cheater. So they just needed to go and to shift their legal offices in Dubai or some other countries where they don't kill them with taxes, overtaxing, and everything is quite a bit disorganized nowadays. So even the brains, the biggest surgeon, the biggest doctors, they don't have those conditions of operating in Italy, the same conditions that instead they can work with in US. So there is the so-called running away of the brains, because we have good brains. We are the land of creative people from different point of view: music, arts, sculpture.
So Milan is in Italy, right?
Milan is in Italy,
The
yeah.
fashion hub,
Donatello,
Milan.
Michelangelo, Leonardo da Vinci, they're all Italian.
Yeah.
The fashion, the food is Italian. I mean, we have lots of things. But then many of these people, they run away because the conditions of mafia also, because they have to pay the double, one tax to the government, one tax to the mafia, otherwise they will burn your shops. So
Despite of that, they made so much money.
yeah. So obviously, there should be something that should change, of course.
Why-
Still, from a landscape point of view, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's undeniable. The monuments and things that we have now, no one other country in the world has.
Okay, one
And
more.
French, they also stole in the Gioconda, which was called Mona Lisa. In Italy, we call it Mona Lisa del Giocondo. My name is Gioconda. My mother actually gave me this name after she was in Leonardo da Vinci's city, it's near Florence. And they call it Mona Lisa in Louvre. But it was actually from Leonardo da Vinci.
So Leonardo da Vinci was an Italian, but he went to
It
Paris.
was from Florence.
Okay.
No, the French stole this painting and they put it in the Louvre.
Okay.
And then they call it
Wasn't
Mona
he like a lot
Lisa.
of people call him French, that he was in Paris, he lived there or something? No.
No,
He lived in
no,
Italy? Okay.
He's Italian. He's
Okay.
Italian, and he was, that's what happened during Napoleon time.
Okay.
That he had already that, actually. Maybe he's just in the tomb thinking, bring it back to Italy. And it's in
What do you think on white guilt? Like,
On
there's
what?
a lot of white guilt. If you're a white person,
white.
yeah.
White or wild?
White.
White, okay.
Like the entire Europe is white.
Mm.
So there is a lot of white guilt that, we, especially in Britain and Germany, that we are the real reason why this world looks this fucked up.
I don't feel they are so guilty, because otherwise all this discrimination discrimination and this exploitation would have stopped by now. So maybe it's...
Because there are a lot of people which I read that there's a lot of white guilt, because of which, especially the Britain and Germany, they're allowing a lot of immigrants to come to their country, and the real reason is because of the white guilt. Because recently Birmingham and all these cities are going bankrupt because of huge inflow of immigrants.
I know.
Do you have anything to say on that?
This is better if I don't say, actually.
She even laughs like that. One.
Because then they will put me.
Okay, you can sing one opera song for like 30 seconds.
Oh my God! Now I didn't even sleep yesterday night. Which one? El bel contento di gioia, di gioia e amor, di gioia e amor, di gioia, Sorry, I didn't do my vocal exercise this morning.
But for me it was outstanding.
Thank you so
So
much.
there's an American saying that it never ends until the lady sings. And I'm not use the term fat because you're not.
And now we will end because I missed my flight.
Yes.
I can still go with my own wings because I'm a free bird. But both rasta, I will get tired. I'm not so.
So this was Gioconda Vessichelli, and I can personally say that I'm very happy to meet her.
Me too. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, I'm
You're
very
such
happy.
I like your way of, giving the questions and the kind of questions. It's been a nice interaction.
Thank you so much. And you, please like, subscribe, and please press the bell.
Hey, shoot.
Shubh Karta, yes. Listen to the song. And one last time, okay? The spelling is Gioconda, Vessichelli. Search her on YouTube and subscribe to her channel.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you
Have a
so
great
much.
day.
Thank you.